Good morning, everybody. This is Lincoln Kenobi here, and this is my second video that I am going to be doing right now, and the title is "Former World of Warcraft team led Mark Kern blasts Western video game industry after Elden Ring developer announces big salary increase." Now, Mark Kern is Grums, and he's been on top of things and what has been going on in the video game industry, bro. So let's get into the bottom of it and see what is going on. And this is an article that was 2 days ago. So let's see what we got. Former World of Warcraft lead team Mark Kern blasted the Western video game industry and its allies for blaming gamers' expectations and a bad economy for poor sales in the wake of Elden Ring developer software announcing big salary increases. Further, software announced their salary increases on social media with a post on X stating, "As part of our efforts to create a rewarding working environment from software, we will be raising base salaries and starting salaries for new graduates. We will continue to work on game development to provide our users with even more excitement and valuable games." In the Lincoln press release, as translated, the company announced that it was increasing the basic salary of its current employees by an average of approximately 11.8% effective April 2025. In conjunction with this increase, the starting salary for graduates will also be raised from 260,000 yen to 300,000 yen. The company added, "We want to convey excitement and create value. We want to create value. We want to delight. We are committed to creating games with this in mind to achieve this. We believe it is essential to create an environment in which each and every employee can focus on developing content. And we are working to create an environment in which employees have a stable income and a rewarding job. The increase in base salary and starting salary in one of these measures. We will continue to develop games to provide users with even more excitement and games with value included." So Elden Ring, it became a success. It won so many rewards, including video game of the year, I believe, and it made good sales. It made good sales on it, and people are playing it, man. I couldn't play it because I just couldn't handle it, bro. It's to me, for me, it was just hard for me. But you guys can backlash me if you want if I suck at the game, which I did suck, okay, by the way. All right, so there. So Kern, aka Grums, reacted to this writing from software announced an 11% raise for everyone. AAA Western game developers are trying to tell you that the horrible sales this year are because of gamers expecting too much or a horrible economy. This is a false narrative spun to avoid the real reason. He continued, AAA studios have abandoned their customers, preferring to churn out buggy formula games that focus more on virtue signaling than gameplay. From software, game science, Helldivers, Pal World, all have smaller budgets than Ubisoft and others and compete in the same economy, Grums wrote. They're killing it and giving people raises as Western companies do massive layoffs and cut costs. Next, he shared, the lesson is cleared for those that will listen. Gamers first, leave the pandering at the door. Now, I did not know that part. Interesting. Uh-huh. That I did not know. Damn, Grums is killing it. That's good. That is good, Grums. Very good. This idea of not putting players first appears to have been rampant across multiple video game companies, as Kern points out. Most recently, Ubisoft CEO Ilse Gimenoy implied that was the case, which his company, as he announced, the company would be returning to a player-first strategy. In a leaked memo to Ubisoft, employees obtained by Insider Gaming, Gilroy wrote, In today's ultra competitive market, players expect extraordinary experiences and ultra polished games on day one. We need to continue to improve when it comes to fine tuning our games and delivering outstanding gameplay. This is what we will enable Ubisoft to again create the best games in the industry. He added, beyond the first important short-term actions that I've outlined above, the company's top management will focus on accelerating the improvement of our production, communication, and publishing practices and processes in close collaboration with all these teams. With the objective to put players at the heart of our decisions, we will regularly update you on the progress we're making. This was reflected in a press release where Gilroy stated, in the light of recent challenges, we acknowledge the need of greater efficiency while delighting players as a result. Beyond the first important short-term actions undertaken, the executive committee, under the supervision of the board of directors, is launching a review aimed at further improving our extension, notably in this player-centric approach, and accelerating our strategic path towards a higher performing model to the benefit of the stakeholders and shareholders. If Ubisoft was trying to create good games and all that nonsense, why didn't they do so with Star Wars Outlaws? Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises out there. All they had to do was please the fans. All they had to do was listen to the Star Wars fans. Not the woke nonsense. And this is what you did. By listening to those idiots, this is what you got. And it wasn't just because it was buggy. It was too buggy. But you had a female character. Why? I got no problem with female characters to play with. But the only thing is, you're putting them thinking that they can do they can be courageous, they can be a badass. Come on, man. It's just that you guys ruined the game, bro. If you would have just made it if you would have just made it that you could create your own character, bro, I believe you would have made it successful, bro. It's not just Ubisoft. Square Enix seemingly made a similar move when it announced its new corporate philosophy of providing players with unforgettable experiences and shifting from quantity to quality that delivers ensured fun. The company shared, as part of its new medium-term business plan, its new corporate philosophy is to enrich people's own life with our help of creating precious, unforgettable experiences. The power of content is that of moving people's heart. The experience that people are impressed is etched in my mind as unforgettable experiences over time. Unforgettable experiences will be part of people's sense of value over time. Leading the moral support, Square Enix continued. Unforgettable experiences enrich people's own life. We would like to help creating precious, unforgettable experiences by delivering content filled with ensured fun. Gonyo. Sorry, I froze a little bit for a minute. I don't know what happened, man. Ugh, just tired. In order to do this, Square Enix revealed it will strive to create the optimal portfolio, striking a balance between a product-out approach that gives creators imagination free rein as they develop content and a marketing approach that references customers' voices and data to inform our development. The company added that it will engage honestly with our customers and strive for a regular launch cadence, focusing our development efforts and investment on titles with strong potential to be loved for years. Finally, the company added it will continue to monitor the value of our content production account closely and work to keep it at an appropriate level. See, that's their part right there. While Square Enix and Ubisoft have publicly announced their strategies, other companies such as PlayStation, Microsoft, and its subsidiaries have indeed blamed the economy. Gaming at Microsoft CEO Phil Spencer claimed the industry mass layoffs were due to the lack of growth in the industry. During an interview he gave to Polygon at the Game Developers Conference, he said, I'll say the thing that has the most concern for the industry is the lack of growth. And when you have an industry that is projected to be similar next year in terms of players and dollars, and you get a lot of publicly traded companies that are in the industry that have to show their investors growth, because why else does somebody own a share of someone's stock if it's not going to grow? The side of the business that then gets scrutinized in the cost side. Because if you're not going to grow the revenue side, then the cost side becomes challenged, he added. Spencer went on, we're a business, I've said over and over, I don't get any luxury of not having to run a profitable growing business inside of Microsoft. And we are that today. But just across the industry, you mention it. And in sitting here at GDC, I reflect on friends of mine in the industry that have been displaced and lost their jobs, and I don't want this industry to be a place where people can't with confidence build a career. So that is why I keep pivoting back to how does this industry get back to growth? But to your question for us as Xbox or any of the teams that are out there, it is really an outcome industry that's not growing. It can grow and it will grow again. But you see this time right now, and the implications have human impact. And we should all reflect on that and think about it. Yeah, look what you guys did to yourselves. Similar former Sony Interactive Entertainment president and CEO Jim Ryan claimed the reason the company laid off 8% of its staff in February was because the industry was changing. He explained the industry has changed immensely and we need to future ready ourselves to set the business up for what lies ahead. We need to deliver on expectations from developers and gamers and continue to propel future technology in gaming. So we took a step back to ensure we are set up to continue bringing the best gaming experiences to the community. Furthermore, he pointed to the economy, saying that the evolving economic landscape changes in the way we develop, distribute, and launch products, and ensuring our organization is future ready in this rapidly changing industry. We have concluded that tough decisions have become inevitable. He then revealed, the leadership team and I made the incredibly difficult decision to restructure operations, which regrettably includes a reduction in our workforce, impacting very talented individuals who have contributed to our success. So right now, I see what Kern is saying, dude. I see what Mark is saying, dude. That despite companies announcing what they're going to get, all these raises and everything, they're still, and I've read many a times that many other companies have been laying off employees because certain companies are losing money right now. And of course, when they lay off employees, they have extra money, they give them the raise. They try to give people that stay there, that are in there still, a raise. So that's what I'm thinking that what he's trying to say. But it's just a lot of these gaming companies are hurting right now because of what they have put themselves into, bro. If they would just concentrate and focus on entertainment, this would not be happening right now. All this, what's going on with the layoffs, the backlash on Ubisoft, the Sweet Baby Egg thing wouldn't be existing. None of that nonsense. All gaming companies would have been successful if all they got to do is focus on entertainment. Focus on the fans. Focus on entertainment. And I guarantee you, every video game they create will succeed. Take Legend of Zelda with Echoes of Wisdom, for example. I have been playing that game. It was a success. I played Space Marine 2. It was a success. I've played... What else have I played? I played God of War Ragnarok despite a little bit of the changes they did in the mythology of. I don't know. I mean, I'm not very good with the mythology of Odin and all that. But despite that little change that I've read about what they did with this certain girl, I forgot her name. It was good. You know? There are games out there that can succeed with a little bit of the taste of what they're trying to do. But if you put too much, it won't work. It won't. So that's going to be it for the article. So if you guys like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this article. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. All right, you guys. You guys have a wonderful day today. Bye for now.